Hello everyone. We're back again at ARKNIGHTS. So yeah, we're continuing on the main campaign, which is the Off-Grid and Gentle Mag. This is the chapter 2, process 2, the way of water. Okay, so yesterday I think yesterday played this, and seems the connection, the streaming connection have some issues, so there may be a lot of cuts off here and there. So yeah, that is not good, and I hope today it's not happening again. Maybe there is some issue with the rendering of the graphic, I don't know. Yeah, I hope today we don't experience a lot of issues in the network. Alright, let's continue then. So to recap where we at, we just deployed the AIC, but I have not built anything because I have not yet unlocked this one. So yes, I don't know what should I build, so I don't know. For now I think better if I just do the main campaign. Yeah, I need to go there. Why not just teleport? Okay, maybe I open few things first.
We're about to leave?
Li Feng of Wu Ling, ready to fight!
Originium will come.
Operator protocol. Stand as strong. I'm
I am trying to.
What a beautiful day. Whoop, whoop. This bit's what we had on TV back home. Plus it's fresh stuff every time.
Okay, I think I'm up. Oh, I mean, I've gathered all I can. So yeah, let's continue to here. Of Chris and Gentleman.
like the blight and rifts, Orleans aren't that dangerous.
The Institute of Material Science is up ahead.
Wow. They added another lab building in just a few years.
Out of the numerous HAS proposals for dealing with the blight, Project Sheer-Knight seems to be getting plenty of attention.
You passed the check? This thing's definitely not scanning faces. Then, if I do this...
陈千羽更新信息已录入，认证通过，通道开启。
What? No, no, no! That's not what I meant! Hey! Redo that!
认证未通过，认证未通过。
Why?
认证通过，最高权限，通道开启。
Chen, Tianshi Zhuang is still waiting for us.
I'm doomed. Now I'll be stuck pulling this ridiculous face every single scan-in?
T 减15分钟至临界状态，1级冷却系统压力正常。
Initiate third Shiranite energy injection. Monitoring instruments, prepare for data logging.
Readings from channel B34 are exceeding the expected range from the pre-test simulations.
Attempt recalibration. Try to minimize the interference.
It's not working. I'm getting the same thing. None of my numbers match those from Yinglong.
Interference eliminated. Let's go for another run.
We continue. Initiate fourth Shiranite energy injection.
Chanchi Zhuang, data adjustments for this run look pretty big. We might...
Stop the run! Stop it! Changyun, how many runs have we had at this?
Stop whining. Get some water and cool off the stabilizing rod. The cooling system's down again.
Water? That's like baseline cooling efficiency. Your senior knows ice making origin in Mars, right? Maybe we should get him instead.
Let me do it. But I need you to sort out the readings from the runs. Take a short break, and we'll continue after that. Endman? Okay then. Since the Endman volunteered, I'll let you handle this little task. the array stabilizing rod. Get its energy level within the range of equilibrium. That'll help control its temperature. Did you activate this drum, Endman? It... Its arts unit seems to be quite enhanced.
One more run. Same perimeters.
So, is it working?
Please, this has to succeed.
It's got to succeed.
We've got this?
It worked! Wait! Let me check the date!
Me too!
Endman. Yes, though it's just a first step. We're looking for a set of suitable parameters. They'll ensure the Shiranite production facilities are PAC compatible. With the success of our first step, we can start designing the blueprints of said facilities.
Impressive. And faster than expected. This could have only been achieved thanks to the Tianxia.
Indeed. We should really give them some time to rest. Me? Thank you, but I'm alright. Ge Yipu and Changyun spent months on this project without a break. Compared to them, my contributions pale.
Our research center has just received data from the Tianxia. However, it'll take a while to get the completed blueprints from them.
Supervisor Parlica, while we wait, perhaps I can take the Endman on a tour of the central laboratory.
I can handle things on my own. Chen, why don't you join the tour as well?
Me? Jianshu Zhuang has our Enman covered. I can't add much. Maybe I should...
Since Chen just returned to Wuling, maybe there are places that she wants to visit again.
Yeah, this city's changed a lot. I really want to do some exploring.
Okay. Then, I'm leaving our Endman in your hands, Tianxia Zhuang.
The data room is upstairs from here. You should have full access to all the files. The area upstairs is the administrative office and labs for various fields of science. However, I believe you'll be more interested in the data room. Some of your old files and documents are stored there. Would you like to have a look? This way, please. All reports and data generated since the founding of the science station are stored in this place.
Zhuang, just at the right time. I was about to give you these data reports. Oh, the Endman's here too.
I'm with the Endman. We're looking for information from the past.
Oh, you should have told me, girl. I can easily retrieve them for you.
It's all right. I know where the records are. As for these reports, please deliver them to Supervisor Perlica. Thank you.
All right, girl. I'll do as you say.
Let's go, Endman. They should be over here. Well, there are moments when memories fail. Let's look for it together.
Fang Yi, once we completely fill up the rift, maybe they'll build a brand new city there. If that day comes, I hope there's gonna be a 24/7 dessert store. How about you? Don't tell me you're gonna ask for a brand new research building.
There are enough labs already. I think we can use a mascot. We should place it somewhere really conspicuous. That empty plot next to the training grounds looks perfect.
The people working for the Sway Regulator would never agree. In fact, they keep complaining that the Yinglong Special Task Force isn't getting the training areas it needs. Fang Yi, why did you leave the recording device on again?
You once said that when the city was complete, you'd sprint from the east to west in one breath. But with all these stairs now, in one breath might be asking too much. Your last departure was so abrupt. Not even a proper goodbye. This city might have just been a pause for you. But we're not letting go of what you started here. We had an intense discussion to name the Shiranite Nexus. The debate actually turned physical. Thankfully, my mentor won in the end, or we'd have to call it... I still can't bring myself to say it. Don't you want to spend more time here? There are still some documents in the data room. That being said, I was busy showing you around the place. I didn't even ask you how you felt about the city. That was pretty rude of me. So, Endman, what do you think about this place? Do you think you'll like this place? Never doubted it. I brought you here because I wanted to share a few moments from the past. Supervisor Perlica might need a while to get things done. Let's just wait outside. Over here, Endman. This happens to be the students' recess. The place might get a little busy. To be honest, I wouldn't be getting this break if you never came to help us out.
Tianshu Zhuang, your new disciple?
Oh no. This is the administrator of Enfield Industries.
The administrator? Seriously? Looks pretty young to me.
Please don't mind them. Most of the young Tianshu never met you before. Hearsays and written records are all that they have. In fact, they've been keen to see you after hearing you were... The pear blossoms are blooming already. Mifu's got a point. This lab is swallowing whole seasons. There goes spring again. You like it?
This pear blossom aroma. I know it from somewhere.
Did you just remember something? You actually brought a pear blossom sapling during your last visit to the science station. You even said a day will come when you'll raise a blooming orchard in Wuling.
A blooming orchard. That must have been rather difficult in a place overrun by the blight.
Indeed. Preserving beautiful flowers like these is never easy, especially in those difficult times. But look, I have succeeded.
Ma'am! We've got bad news!
Take a breath, and then go on.
One of the sky poles we're using for the performance. We were just test flying the unit. But the signal went out above Fangxing Avenue. We lost it.
Fangxing Avenue. Come with me, Edmund. Sorry for dragging you all along. I got a little carried away. Hope you don't mind. Yes, it matters a lot, actually. I don't want this to spoil the event later on. I'm glad to hear that. So, in order to live up to your expectations, we should address this issue quickly. This sky pole seems to be flying normally. Maybe there's something wrong with its sensors. Odd. up with the sky pole, Endman. Don't let it escape. Wait, I think I hear a child crying. I can't just ignore this. A child lost a balloon.
My chubby love.
Xiaoxiang. It's all right. Tell me what's wrong.
It's the bat machine. A bat machine took my chubby love.
There. Now where did this machine go?
Over there. It flew over there.
Thank you for telling me that. Let's buy you another chubby lung, okay?
Really? Then I want the special TGCC crossover exclusive.
Okay. The special crossover exclusive it shall be. Endman, have you seen the balloon in Skypole?
I only see a sprinkler truck involved in an accident.
It must have been hit by the Skypole.
No worries. Just let us handle this.
The truck looks alright. We'll move it out of the way. Can't afford to let it affect the performance event. Got anything else I can help you with?
We've got to stop that Skypole.
Shen, Zhang, let's surround this thing. Block that path. I'll cover here.
Thank you, everyone. Endman!
Ha! This one's slippery. I'll block that side. Oi! Quit moving! Bloody machine!
Shall we continue the chase?
Zhuang, you finally found the time to come jogging with me.
Wow, you actually brought a friend along, Tianjin Zhuang?
Oh, hi there.
Good day, Tianqi.
It's just up ahead. Let's hurry. Yeah.
Whoa! What the?
The performance is about to start. How am I supposed to serve anyone with this mess? Yeah.
My deepest apologies, Engineer Pan. I should have retrieved it sooner.
Oh, Tensher Zhuang. Can't believe you're personal running this errand. Hey, admin. You here as well? Boring, man. It's just a cheap soap base. How about the mill? The performance is about to start. As for this sky pole, it's frequency rating at phobos. Oh, jeez!
Ah, my shirt!
It's all over my hair!
So cool!
Ah! Chili oil! My eyes burning!
Terribly sorry, people.
Oh dear. I'll try. The drone caused a serious mess. Fubo needs to review this properly. Sorry for suddenly involving you in this. Really? That's good. An occasional walk does help with remembering things we barely think about when busy. I'll find a way to make it up to everyone. Fengxing Avenue often hosts events for Wuling's residents. In a city encircled by threats, these gatherings do wonders for morale. And this little thing is one of the most important performers we have for today. The world-changing missions of Enfield may call, but if you become blind to those who support you, that would be a shame. Memory might have faded for you, but never for the city that waited.
So, you did plan this from the start, and gave yourself an excuse to leave the lab.
My original plan involved a proper tour of Wuling with a rather detailed itinerary. But when I saw that malfunctioning sky pole darting about without a goal in mind, I suddenly wanted you to walk the streets of Wuling, not as a strategist, but as a wanderer.
Yeah, very sudden indeed.
So, for this unexpected reception, how would you rate Wuling's performance?
Ah, Qianxi Zhuang. Here to watch the performance? New bamboo dew milk tea. Second cup, half price. Here, just take the last two. On the house. 1 for solitary joy, 2 to unlock happiness. Whew, finally sold them all. Time to call this shift. Bye!
Endman? Tell me, what is the Wuling you see? It's almost time. Time to take your proper spot.
Expect a noble helper.
Land remains, but people fade.
Ba-da-da-dum.
Let's head back. Tired? I'm afraid I didn't really catch it back then because of the noise. Sorry. But I already have the answer I need. The moment the Academy told me about your return, I began rehearsing a decade's worth of stories. But there's too much to be done, and the stories worth sharing are few. Anything you feel like hearing, Endman? That's something I need to think about. 20 years ago, we worked with ENDFIELD to prepare our 4th scientific survey for expansion. Years later, I volunteered for the science expedition and left the growing cities within the Hongshan crater for the first time. My observations of the rift left me memories far clearer than the others I made at Hongshan. After a lengthy debate, my mentor finally named the science station Wuling. Wu, the pacifying force of martial might. Ling, the riparian ridge denying the blight. The Hongshan Academy of Sciences and its greatest allies committed every resource to create Shiranite. By combining our knowledge of Originium and the Farron Matsui, we forged the first milestone of Wuling Science Station. The Shiranite reversed the blight and isolated the rift. Clean water cascaded from the Shiranite Dam. We finally conquered the rift. At least, that was what I believed until the accident. Parting lasts an eternity, and Wuling is the final mark they left behind. How could I ever forget? In the blink of an eye, the science station had birthed a city. The people of Wuling found a way to thrive upon the harshest lands, to shelter the citizens, to fend off threats. A city is nothing without its people. Endman, I I'm truly happy to see you back. Before I joined the Wuling science expedition, I had many options and problems as well. I was completely overwhelmed. Until one day, I read a question on the title page of an old book. It was a self-reflection written by a Tumu Tianshi. I asked myself the same question, and only submitted my applications after some deliberation. While the young still see the verdant hills and rivers. It's just a very simple question, but in this untamed land, that question claws at my chest, unexpectedly, unrelentingly. One day, time will write that reply for us, but at this moment, the looming threat is what matters most.
Tianshi Zhuang, Endman, the blueprints for the Sheernite production facilities are ready. We can now progress to the next phase of our collaboration.
I'm all ready.
Good. I've notified Chen to make her way to the core AIC area. Let's rendezvous there.
Thank you, but no. I've already taken my break, so it's time to get myself back to the Institute of Materials Science. Then I'll head to the main pillar and monitor the Tianshi pillar array. Nevertheless, do allow me to express my gratitude. An eternity past, yet now hope stirs again.
Forge of the Sky?
Oh, I heard about this thing before. I think it was mentioned in some ancient legend of Great Yan that goes like, "Hearken, the Forge of the Sky awaits 5 Earthborn metals." Perhaps this was the Tianshi's wish for their new machine.
Tianshu, Yan Ning, and Bai Shuang are here.
We meet again. I'll offer assistance in troubleshooting to ensure the success of this operation.
Hi, everyone. I think he got some new orders from Captain Me. Another blight tide has emerged.
The tides are so frequent it almost feels like a constant thing. Let's focus on constructing the Forge of the Sky first.
We must deploy the Sheeranite production line ASAP to resolve the Wuling urgency.
And we shall observe a brand new method for Sheeranite production. This learning opportunity doesn't come often. Pay close attention, Bai Shuang.
Yes, ma'am!
Let's begin, Entman.
Where should we go next?
We can now use the Forge of the Sky to produce Shironite.
This just makes Shironite with the most basic raw materials? Shironite is an originium derivative. It's basically protocol originium with additional properties imbued by the forge itself. This process is truly effective. Sorry, I got a little carried away. Our next step is to verify the effectiveness of the newly produced Shiranite. Enman, remember the place where we found the Blight? If this batch of Shiranite can reset the entire Shiranite flow control node...
Shiranite flow control node?
I'll explain it to you when we get there. The Shiranite flow control node is up. Ahead. Place some Shiranite in it to use the device.
Is this it? I thought it was just decor for a scenic vantage point.
Try activating the Shiranite flow control node. Drone used to be malfunctioning as well. Our Shiranite production was barely enough to cover the Tianshi pillar. We were forced to abandon the others. But things are different now. Injecting bits of Shiranite into these Shiranite facilities can bring them back up and running. It's just like a creek flowing past the fields, irrigating the fertile earth. Perhaps Enfield can truly help us to... The alarms? What is it, Fangyi?
Apologies, but we have an emergency. Has the Forge of the Sky been deployed?
It's done. We also verified the first batch of Shiranite produced. Is there anything else we can do?
We just completely lost the data link to the monitoring center. The center constantly monitors ambient depth readings. It's our first line of Blight Tide defense. It plays a key role in monitoring Blight activity. If we lose the monitoring center, the city's early warning system will be compromised. Angaloy and other enemies can be dealt with, but a large-scale Blight event...
It'll serve as a field test for our Shiranite.
Won't this affect our new production line?
It'll be all right.
Well, I have faith in Enfield. Mifu will be joining you. Yenning, help Enfield gather performance data of the Forge. Endman, we're counting on you to restart the monitoring center.
A Blight monitoring center suddenly gets overwhelmed by the Blight without giving off any warning. I'm not sure. They completely dropped off our radar after we entered Wuling City. However, the intensifying Blight activities must be a direct consequence of the damaged Tianshi pillar.
Enough talking already. Let's go and deal with the problem. Now!
Bai Shuang and I will take care of this place. You just head to the monitoring center.
True value found nowhere else. Witching hour. 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 Witching hour.
minerals in a bit. Arsenal people won't get mad about this.
Captain Me, what's happening?
This kitty punk's not bad for a compliment. So I'm considering recruiting her to fight the Angalorn.
Put me down! Hey! You just gonna stand there and watch her brutalize me? Dirty cheats. Hey! I agreed, Held! Hello? Once this is over, you gotta let Dark Mask off! The sooner we get this done, the better. I gotta head back to the stockade after this.
So why are you headed to Wuling City on your own, Tong Tong?
'Cause I'm worried about my sword sister. Can I do that?
Why do I get the feeling that you're always getting...
Alright, we got everyone already. Let's set off.
many splatterlings. And right outside Wuling as well.
Stop mumbling and get to work. Otherwise, I will make you wipe the watchguard dorm windows afterwards.
Never. I'm no window wiper.
Oh, but you are pretty good at losing and wiping. How many times already? 7? 8? The watchguard bird and bees know your face already.
Huh? I won more battles than I lost. Stop feeding Dark Mask with your nonsense. Hey, why don't we have a proper duel? Dark Mask will be the judge.
Don't have time for your games. We are trying to carry out a proper mission.
Ooh, you scared? If you refuse, you concede defeat. That means you owe me a dare. And if you lose this fight, you will carry food to my socket. 300 caddies? Nope, make that 500 on your own.
I can even carry the marker stone to your place, if that's what you want. Anyway, you've set yourself up to fail.
Hey! Hey! The bet is already, even if you didn't say nothing about my dare if I lose.
You won't be running away. I will think of something proper, eventually.
Where should we go next?
They can't handle my way.
More math than muscle. Scared? That means you're losing the bet.
Aim your trees! Ready to strike. Absolute poundage. Chief's got a final left today. Hey, mad woman. How many splatters did you squish today?
5.
1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a tie!
Well, at least this road is safe to travel again.
Dark Mask, what is Tianstrong? What is the walking lightning rod asking you to do? I saw a burning comet smash into the city. You did that, right? What's that for?
Oi, little feline.
Yeah? You want to backstab me?
The opposite. We are headed to the monitoring center on official business. I can't spare anyone to keep your eyes on you. So go on, scamper back home.
You going where? The monitoring center? Thousands of Tianshi almost got themselves killed at that place. I can't witness you if you get yourself killed. And I demand 1,000 Katie's plus rice, oil fees, and steaks.
Whatever. burden is a real hassle. I say we keep pushing and get it fixed in one go.
This blight tide looks really bad. Look at what it's doing to the environment. This place reminds me of the stockade.
Take care of the blight. I will check on the others.
From the severity of the blight, it's like it was meant to destroy this place. It's possible, but...
Is something trying to dismantle the monitoring center from the inside?
We call it a tidal blast. It's an annoying Angelos. That thing was the reason why the watchguards were forced to flee the monitoring center. I didn't expect it to settle down here.
Sounds like a big bad buggerloid. Maybe we should just skirt around it?
No. We can't leave it in peace if we want to restart the monitoring center. I will go and terminate it. If you are scared, you can go home.
I'm scared? Just a plus, says the splatter. Alright, it's on. We'll see who squishes this one first. That's a bit terrifying.
The Tianshi initiated their contingency plan and sealed the exit before withdrawing. The thing should be trapped for a while. I know the architecture. I will go take a look. You take the front approach. We will figure out how to get into the sealed sections.
Hey, wait! Why are we doing this on our own again? This splatters us really angry. Dark Mask, we best catch up to her. I just want that 1,000 caddies of food. True value found nowhere else. Witching hour. That doesn't sound right. Witching hour. True talent like you should get a permanent seat in the stockade.
I wonder how Mifu is doing. She just ran off on her own.
She'll be alright. Let's Let's just get rid of the splatters and chase up to her.
You look really worried, Tong Tong.
Nah! It's out of 1,000 caddies, grand cousin please! I gotta protect my investment! Oh, I gotta ask for sale as well. Hey, yes, up to you!
Guess which handle crushed?
You are fast. Seems like you can handle all the devices easily, Edmund.
Guess you think skiing hard for safety?
Can't afford to wait for the rest of you. I'm heading over.
Hey! Dark Mask, quick! We gotta help her! That gate! How do we open it?
The activation switch should be nearby. Let's search this place thoroughly.
Enman, over there! A Shiranite flow control node. We can probably use it. She's up ahead. And she started the fight already. It's just a game.
You guys. Distracted. Don't let it get too close to the core facilities of the monitoring center. Time to get in the real. Thanks for swinging by. Since we squished this thing, we should be able to restart the monitoring center. Hope the instruments are undamaged.
You're injured, Mifu. Try not to move too much.
Just a flesh wound. Ain't that bad, really. It's over, Tantan. We're all safe.
I wasn't being scared. You're hurt? I got some mess on me.
It would be a joke if my headstone reads, "Killed by Tantan's medical malpractice."
I never did that! But who says are you on, Dark Mask?
I was reckless back then. That Anglos was a serious threat and wounded many of our guards. I lost my cool.
Cut your excuses, warmonger. You're just itching for a fight with a big fat splatter.
Endman, let's take a look at the core facilities. Endman, monitoring center core facilities have been damaged, but not severely.
We got lucky.
At least 80% of the facilities are back online. The monitoring center is now assessing and monitoring blight activities for Wuling again.
Really appreciate your help. Boss will be pleased to hear about this. Can I ask you for a favor? Don't tell her that I've been wounded in this mission. So, little kitty, why so quiet? That thing got your nerves?
I just don't feel like talking. Look at you, slugging for those Wulingers all day. Almost got yourself killed. Drones should be worrying about you more.
Unlike you, she actually has plenty of other things to worry about.
City Viceroy and a stockade chief aren't that different, you know? Whatever. Since I finished what you asked, I believe you're even.
Endman, this is the terminal of the monitoring center. Before we head back, we should use it to test the system first.
time to head back yet?
Yes. Mifu and Tang Tang are waiting for us. Let's go.
Wanna head back with me and talk to the boss?
Mifu, Tang Tang is...
Dark Mask! Oi!
I gave her a chance to sleep away. Yes, she's back for more. Thanks, Dark Mask. I'll head back first. Gotta report to the boss.
Nice, Dark Mask! You ended up choosing my side! So, if something bad happens to the stockade, would your Enfield fam help us?
Something happened to Qingbo Stockade?
No! The stockade is fine! It's about a fam's future safety! If I can get some of your icy creamy factory, everything would be super fine. The blight and splatters are getting worse every day. My stockade won't hold out forever. And someone owes me 1,000 caddies of food!
Looks like you need our AIC factory solution.
Yeah, but I gotta convince everyone to stock it first. My bro and many in fam don't like outsiders. Ha! Then it's a deal. Huh? I'll get my fam sorted. Stay tuned.
Perlica, you were planning to help Tang Tang all along, right?
Indeed. It's been on my mind ever since our first meeting. They found a way to survive upon these lands. Alas, the enemy has arrived. If Neferth makes her next move... Agreed. Let's head back and talk to Tian Zhuang.
Thank you for helping out. We can now investigate the Blight Tide anomalies and trace Neferith's activities. Endman, what do you think their next step is? Mifu, Tang supported our last operation, didn't she?
Wow, I thought you wouldn't tell Qianshu Zhuang about that.
Why wouldn't I?
This is the time we should be rowing the same boat. 10 years later, the scars from the disaster still divide us from the stockade residents. Trust was the first casualty. However, Enfield presents us with another opportunity.
Endfield will seek balance between Wuling City and Qingbo Stockade. What we need is more allies, not adversaries.
Qianshu Zhuang, what about her? If both Wuling City and Qingbo Stockade are in trouble, then she's...
The primary objective of Yinglong's Special Task Force remains in the North Wuling Exclusion Zone. Though understaffed, they did promise to offer any help they could afford to Wuling. HAS is already doing its best to reinforce this city. However, the overall situation on Talus 2 isn't looking too good. This is starting to feel like what happened 10 years ago.
Set your worries aside. We'll get through this together.
Indeed, we shall. This is just the beginning.
Tong?
I got my big bird agree! We've grabbed a pretty plot of land at a stockade! Oh, before I forget, the team sure fixed that broken road between our stockade and Wuling City. And we're giving you a super official invite! I super dare me to say no to that!
Another day of beautiful sounds.
And cut. Okay, I think that is enough for this session. Okay, where danger sleeps. Yep, still alive. Alright, thank you everyone always to join the stream. I will be continuing this. Oh, does that mean I need to drag all the way to here? It's really far. Well, I will have another session for exploring the city. So yeah, for now I'm focusing on the main mission, so we can open as many unlock as we can. Okay, thank you all. See you again. Bye bye.